what's up? What's going on, everybody? Let me move my little back pillow out the way. So today we're going to be talking about Catfish. This is Kelsie and Brandon. I am a little bit later than normal with my whole Catfish reviews because I normally like to put them up like the day after the latest, but I had some stuff going on, so we catching up, okay? So Kelsie, she's 26 and she's from Texas. She wants to meet up with this dude that she's been talking to for about 3 years. And his name is Brandon. He's 31 years old and he lives in Missouri. So they talk every day and they make plans for like a really good future. She does have a child and he knows that. She's been very transparent with like everything. She says she even drove 10 hours in order to meet him at some little mud fest or something like that. And she still hasn't been able to meet him. Supposedly, allegedly, he got there, but they missed each other by like a few, I guess, minutes or something like that. But she was there like the whole week. So things just ain't seeming too right. You know what I mean? She, as her career, she's somebody who drug tests people. So maybe he could have gotten a little intimidated by that. Who knows, right? She said that when she was engaged, that's when she started actually like, my allergies are starting to act up, you guys. Sorry about that. So yeah, she said that when she was actually engaged to somebody else, that's when she started talking to Brandon. But it wasn't like talking like how we say here in New York. It was more so like a friendship type of thing. And it was always respectful. And she never really, the glare was kind of bothering me. There it goes. I still see it, but we're going to work it out. And so yeah, she never really like, was doing anything out the way. Like it was more so like a legit friendship type of thing. And he understood that. He was never pushy. He never was disrespectful. He was always like a good friend, But friends, that's why you with me, you can't have no friends because friends turn into something else. I can definitely vouch for that. And those are sometimes some of the best relationships is when you're legit friends. You're able to talk to each other, give each other advice and things like that. You know so much about each other, even without putting sex into the mix, that when you do get into a relationship, sometimes it's just explosive. So yeah, back to what they was talking about. So yeah, she said that she went through a rough patch with her whole engagement. It got broken off. Things wasn't right. And he kept on being relentless. Like he kept on hitting her up, trying to console her, help her out. And finally, she did end up talking to him once again. And things just got more and more serious. I think because it was a tough time for her. And when somebody's there showing you that they really and truly care, it just means all the more. You know what I mean? And it kind of makes you feel like, okay, at least I have somebody, especially if you're a loner. And I can definitely relate to those things. So Kelsie, she ends up meeting up with Max and Nev, and she said that it's something about him that just kind of catches her, you know what I mean? And she said that it's his smile. That's one of the main things. And they're like, I think it was mainly Max who was like really skeptical, and he's just like, the smile that you've never seen. She's like, I've seen his smile in pictures. They're like, okay, but I just want you to know that this could possibly be a catfish. A lot of things are not really adding up, but she was remaining really optimistic. I mean, almost like a naive type of optimistic. I mean, we done seen this happen too many times where people's just like, no, but I'm pretty sure it's him, or I'll still be with him if it's not really him, maybe, but then they see the person and they just like, oh no, they too far away from the picture. So they called one of his friends and they get a little bit of insight from Brandon's friend, and it sounds more and more like he could possibly be a real live person, unless it was like a family member that is pretending to be him and just kind of saw a pretty girl and started talking to them. That could be a possibility as well. So they did ask the friend if he's ever heard of, or if Brandon has ever spoken of Kelsie, and he was like, no. But then all of a sudden connection was really bad and phone got hung up or whatever. They meet with Kelsie again and they just tell her about all the things that they kind of learned, and just to kind of let her really know, like, okay, we're doing what we can. It seems like he's real, but it still may not be him. There's still some doubts. We're still pretty skeptical. Neve calls Brandon, and he sounds like he was super shocked, blown away, and just like kind of like, damn, this wasn't supposed to happen. It wasn't supposed to go down like this. Brandon said that the whole thing like totally freaks him out, and that's why he hasn't really like met up with her or anything like that. So Neve offers to actually go ahead and meet up with him, and he says that he can't really say no to that. He's definitely down for it. And yeah, he's like, you guys can come on over to Missouri. So they get to Missouri now, and when they say that they're ready to meet him and they call him up, he's like, oh, he's having truck problems. So it's like, no, no, no. We done traveled all the way over here. Don't give us that BS. Come on. We got to do better. So he says that he has to handle that. He has to take care of that. He can't really be bothered. And then once again, connection issues and the phone gets hung up. And they're just like, nah, this can't be happening. Like, this is crazy. This is really seeming real fishy right about now. So finally they end up like, I don't remember if they called him back again or if he just kind of like showed up to where they was at. I think he might have texted him or something. I can't remember. But they do end up meeting up with this guy who claims to be Brandon. And lo and behold, it actually was Brandon. So this was actually like a pretty good story. So they meet up with him. He was on like a little dirt bike, and he was everything he said he was. He said he actually really and truly does have feelings for her. Max still wasn't instantly convinced. He still had to give the Big Papa grill, you know, and just kind of make sure that this guy's feelings and everything is legit, and, you know, he is who he really says he is, and he's not just like some guy that has and he's just kind of playing her. But most people probably wouldn't come out on camera if they have a because you know what I mean? So this is actually like a story of a love connection as opposed to a really catfish. Like this one was one of those diamonds in the rough where things actually worked out the way we would hope that, well, they would hope it would work. I mean, I don't care. The way they would hope it would work out. Later on, they did like the 2-month check, and they're still hanging out. She's met his family, so things look to be going pretty good. That might be her next fiance. Who knows, right? All right, guys. Well, let me know what you thought about this particular episode down below. It was pretty interesting. A nice little ending, you know. Thanks for watching. Stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I will see you guys on the next one. Laters.